Hello everyone, it's me Uncle John. Today I am going to read S4 4044 Small Wolf by Nathaniel Benchley. Pictures by Joanne Sandin. Small Wolf lived with his family in a village on the banks of a river. His mother planted corn and did the cooking, and his father did the hunting. His father hunted deer and bears and smaller things to eat. What they didn't eat, they made into clothes. But Small Wolf was too small to go hunting. All he could do was fish from his canoe. He caught fish with a hook made of bone. Then he caught fish with a net of woven string. He also caught eels and dug for clams and oysters. It was a good life, and he liked fishing. But after a while, he tired of catching fish. He wanted to hunt for bigger things. He asked his father to let him try. After all, he said, what can I lose? An arrow or two, and that's all. All right, his father said. There is good hunting on the island of hills downriver. Take your canoe and spend the night and a day there and see what luck you have. Yahoo! Cried the small wolf. He got in his canoe and went to Manhattan, the island of hills. If I hunt well here, he thought, and shoot a lot of deer and bears and foxes and wolves and moose and eagles and weasels and otters and skunks and wildcats, then I'll be a man like my father. I'll be able to wear feathers in my hair and colors on my face. He did not know that to be a man was more than just shooting things. There were other Indians hunting and fishing on Manhattan, but Small Wolf wanted to be alone, so he pulled his canoe up on the bank and hid it, and went into the forest. When it got dark, Small Wolf made camp. He made a shelter, and he made a fire. He cooked a small bird he had shot, and then he lay down. But he did not go to sleep, because the night was full of things, was full of sounds. Woohoo, creak, ow, snap, crackle, pop, gurk, grouch, bigger, bleak, a bleaker yow, and it was full of eyes. Small Wolf did not fall asleep until daylight. When he woke up, he saw a path through the woods. I think I'll follow this and see where it goes, he said. It may take me to where there is good game. So he said, Yahoo! A couple of times for good luck and set off, ready for anything. But he was not ready for what happened next. He came out of the woods and he could not believe what he saw. He saw things he had never seen before. Horses with chimneys, houses with chimneys, and ships with sails, and a house with four arms that twirled around, and a man whose face was all white. The man had a fat jaw and cracks between his teeth. Small Wolf thought the man was wearing some devil mask. Off a sheep came odd animals. There came horses with long manes and tails. There came cows with short horns and black spots. There came sheep with curled horns and black faces. There came pigs with curled tails and stubby noses. And they were so big and strange and made such queer sounds, whiny, moo, baa, and oink. Small Wolf was afraid. I didn't come to hunt this kind of thing, he said. They are too much for me. And he ran back into the woods. He ran all the way back up the pass until he found his canoe, and he paddled away from Manhattan as fast as he could. When Small Wolf got home, he told his father what he had seen. I saw a man all painted white, he said. His hands and face were white, and his jaws were fat, and he had teeth like a medicine man or a devil. I know about the white man, said his father. They came some time ago. They are all right, if you leave them alone. But then there were animals, said Small Wolf. You never saw such animals? Some have horns like this, and some have horns like that. Some have bush tails, and some have curly tails, and they make noises like whiny, moo, ba, and oink. You don't believe it unless you saw it. All right, said his father. That sounds interesting. I'll go and see. Interesting, said Small Wolf. It's terrifying. Just wait. So they took the canoe and went back to Manhattan. There, said the Small Wolf, when they reached the town. There are the animals. Did you ever see anything like them? They are odd, his father agreed. Let's ask someone and see what we can find out. So they went to a white man who looked startled to see them. He raised his gun and held it ready. What are those animals for? Small Wolf's father asked. They are for the farms, said the white man, and you better get along. This land is ours now. We paid for it. How can you pay for land? Asked his father. Can you pay for the sky or the sea? Whom did you pay for the land? Oh, we paid the Indians who were here, the white man said. They were fishing in the pond now. Get going, or I'll shoot. He pointed his gun and cocked it with a small click. You don't have to be afraid, said Small Wolf's father. We were only asking. I said, get going, said the white man. The Small Wolf and his father laughed. What Indians did he pay? Small Wolf asked as they paddled away. The Canarsies, said his father. And they did not even live there. They had no right to sell the land. The land and the sky and the sea are all Mother Earth for everyone to use. But the white man did not see it that way. They put up more houses and spread out up the island. Their animals went everywhere and ate the crops the Indians had planted and trampled on the Indians' field. Finally, there were more white men and the animals than Indians. The animals that the Indians had hunted were gone. The Indians had a hard time growing any crops, and they were hungry. One day, Small Wolf's father made a decision. I shall go and see the leader of the white man, he said. I shall tell him he's spoiling the land, and I shall ask him please to stop. There's no reason to destroy the land like this. May I come too? Small Wolf asked. Yes, said his father. It's for your good I'm asking. So they set off to find the leader of the white man. Before they had gone very far, they heard shouts and saw men running, and then there was a bang, and something went thunk into a tree behind Small Wolf. In the distance, they heard men shouting, Indians! Indians! Hey, said Small Wolf. What is this all about? I don't know, his father said. Stand still and listen. They listened and they heard more shouts. Then came another bang, and a piece of bark flew off a tree nearby. They are shooting at us, Small Wolf cried. He ducked behind the tree, and his father did the same. It looks that way, his father agreed, but that makes no sense. He raised a hand to his mouth and called, We want to talk. Will your leader come and talk with us? Get out of here, you Indians, a voice shouted from the woods. Get back where you belong. And a third shot rang out, and a bullet snarled past Small Wolf's ear. I guess his father said they don't want to talk. You might as well go back. They went back, and the next day, his father made another decision. There is plenty of land for all, he said. If we can't live here, then we will just go farther up the river. If we go far enough, they will never reach us. So they packed their goods and started off to find a place where the white man would not come. They found a place and settled down. Then one day, when small wolf was hunting, he thought he saw a deer. He got closer and aimed his arrow. Then he saw it was not a deer, it was a cow. He went home and told his father. That means they are here, his father said. We might as well move now before there is any trouble. So off they went again, and again, and again, and again. The end.